sure you are writing the answer in the form of coordinate. So the first answer will be -1, 0, and the other answer will be 0, 0.346. 0.346 can also be written as 0.35. But we can keep the answer in 3 significant figures, so 0.346 is also okay. Equation of vertical asymptote to the graph. How do we find vertical asymptote? Vertical asymptote is basically that x value which is not possible. Okay, can I say that? There is x is equal to something. There is x is equal to something at which this log is not defined.
Yes,
So which x value is that?
So is it -2?
It will be -2. Very good. How do we do this? Look,
Sir, I did an unorthodox method. I just thought after -1 is -2. So
yeah, okay. That is also fine. But if you want to show the working, how will you show the working? It is ln of x plus 2. Now try to recall the graph of ln x. For this, you can take help of calculator. The graph of ln was like this, okay, and it was having an asymptote at x is equal to 0. Now this is graph of ln of x plus 2. It means it is shifted by 2 units. So the asymptote will also be shifted by 2 units. Okay. So for x plus 2, you have to simply put x plus 2 is equal to 0. You'll get x is equal to -2. This is the equation of vertical asymptote. Okay. For that, you can also write a reason that vertical asymptote will be obtained at a point where ln x plus 2 by 2 is not defined. That is, x plus 2 is equal to 0. Log is not defined at 0. Okay, so you have to just put that thing equal to 0, and that will give x is equal to -2. Is it done? Next part of the question is find the area of the region enclosed by the graph of f and the x-axis and y-axis. So how do we find the area?
so can we just do area of triangle?
Okay, so for area of triangle, what will be the base and height we have to take?
Base will be -1 and height will be 0.346.
Okay. Rather, you should just take it as +1 only, because when we say base, so it's just that we have to consider the sign.
Yeah, yes, sir. So, but isn't the hypotenuse like a curve? So won't the area like be given won't be like accurate?
We will not get the exact area, but as
Yeah,
of now, that is the only thing which we can
it's
do.
the process. Yeah, okay.
But yeah, once we are done with integration, Then using integration, you can find area under the curve. So in
Okay.
that case, we can get the exact value.
So, but even if you find the area under the curve, it won't be only for the third quadrant, right? Or like only for the
When we
that
find
triangle.
when we find area under the curve, we integrate using limits. So what we can do, we can find only between -1 and 0. So it will be this area.
Okay, okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's say if you're finding between -1 to 5, then it will comprise of all this area, only that area.
Okay. Okay.
The area will be half, base is 1, height is 0.346. So it is further divided, so it will be 0.173. Done, everyone?
Yes. So,
So -1 and -3 are the x-axis intercepts. Okay. When they say vertical asymptote, so vertical asymptote is like it is at 1. It is at 1. So let's say this is 1. Okay. So at 1, I will draw a line like this, and graph will have either from here, it will come from here somewhat like this, or it can be either way. It can be like this also. Okay. Now we have to decide that how the graph is actually going. Okay, and before that, before deciding that, let us talk about horizontal asymptote. So horizontal asymptote is at -2, y is equal to -2. So y is equal to -2 will be over here. So it means that graph will not be defined at these lines. Now, if this much is clear, you have to use this roots that where the zeros are, and then you have to use this condition that it is greater than -2. Greater than -2 means everything, whatever you will draw, that will be above this yellow line. Okay, nothing will be below that. So quickly draw a picture, a rough picture, and then you can directly show me here only.
no, no, sir, but like this is the final answer. Like this is all we need to do.
Yeah.
Okay. Sir, and like the range of f is f by x is greater than -2. Like how does this equate into the graph, or it's included?
It is included, no? This horizontal line which we have shown
Yes.
over, it is showing that the graph is just above that line,
Oh,
above
okay, okay. I get it now. All right.
greater
Okay.
than -2. It cannot go below the line.
Yes, sir. True.
Rajveer,
Yes, I understood that.
medicine, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear how the graph is drawn?
Yeah.
Okay. Largest possible domain. Now, only the language is a bit complicated, but they are basically asking the x values or the range in which you can put the x values so that it be a function. The only thing which can create problem is that log term. Okay. So you have to make sure that log is defined for what values of x. How will you decide that? So I'll just tell you that if I have y is equal to ln x and if I have y is equal to root x, what are the general conditions on it? Okay, this is not from the question's perspective, it is a general, you can say, concept only. When it is y is equal to ln x, then we can write it down as that x should always be greater than 0. Log of 0 is not defined, it should be greater than 0. When it is square root of x in the numerator, we can say that it will be greater than or equal to 0. Now in this above question, we have both. So what is a common condition I can take? Square root says if it is only x square minus 4, it means that x square minus 4 can be greater than or equal to 0. But since this x square minus 4, square root of that is there inside the log, because of that, I cannot write equal to 0. I can only write x square minus 4 greater than 0. First thing is this. Anyone have doubt in this? You can ask. Now, how you're going to use calculator for such cases? So you can literally draw the graph of y is equal to x square minus 4 because we are talking about this. We're talking about this thing. So what I'm saying is that you can draw the graph of y is equal to x square minus 4 and see that x square minus 4 is going from where to where. And if this thing needs to be done manually, then how we can do it? We can further factorize it. So when we factorize, we'll get x minus 2, x plus 2 greater than 0. That will give me negative 2 and positive 2 as the zeros. And it will give me these two regions as the answer. Now, how I got these two regions? Because
Square root of 4 can be
the graph will be like this. Everyone knows how to draw the graph of quadratic. It's a quadratic. Graph will be like this. And the positive part is lying either before negative 2 or it is lying after positive 2. Between negative 2 to 2, it is negative. Since it is negative, we cannot say that, means we cannot include that part. So the largest possible domain will be domain only, like whatever is the domain, it will be x less than negative 2 or x greater than 2. Look at it, and if there is any doubt, it can be, means you can ask again. This part is not a part of this answer, okay, this solution, it is just a general concept. But yeah, this is what we have used over there. Done. This is just first part of the question.
Yes, sir.
Everyone, is it finished?
yes, we're done.
Medicine? Done.
I'm still doing it, sir. 1 second.
So can I have 1 minute? I'll just get the charger from my computer.
Okay. Rajveer, I have sent question in the group also. So meanwhile, you can read the second part.
All right, sir. I'll just check.
We haven't calculated that. So we need not even calculate the intercept. You can directly watch it from the graph.
So I'm sending a photo on the group. It's basically like the graph that I got on Desmos.
Okay, yeah,
Looks-
I also drew the graph on Desmos and it is just opposite.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'll tell you why it is so. When we draw the graph of ln x, it will be like this. But when we draw the graph of minus ln x, I actually ignored the fact it is negative. So minus ln x will be like this. Okay, and
Yeah,
that
yeah,
is the
makes
reason
sense.
that, but yeah, this is not a problem because we will be drawing the graph on calculator only. So the
Yeah.
graph will be like this. Okay, but yeah, if anyone have doubt in the reason, you can ask that why it is like this. Reason is this negative sign which is there before this ln. Intercepts will be 2.592 and negative 2.592 that we can just directly get from the graph only. Apart from that, is there anything else in this?
So the horizontal asymptote is
So y is equal to 1 by 2 minus ln of x square minus 4. We need to make x a subject. So for that, it will be ln of root of x square minus 4 is equal to 1 by 2 minus y. Taking anti-log will give me square root of x square minus 4 is equal to e to the power 1 minus 2y by 2. Squaring both the side will give me x square minus 4 is equal to e to the power 2 times of 1 minus 2y. 2 will cancel, so it will be 1 minus 2y. And x square is, or I can write directly, x is equal to 1 minus 2 e to the power 1 minus 2y plus 4 and square root of that. Now from here, how do we find the condition? So condition is pretty much sorted that whatever is written inside the square root, it should be greater than or equal to 0. It can't be negative. So I will write 1 minus e to the power 1 minus 2y plus 4 is greater than or equal to 0. E to the power 1 minus 2y is greater than or equal to minus 4. Now, if you want, you can solve it directly in the calculator, or else you should solve it like an equation. How to solve it like an equation? Take log on both the sides. Okay, before I proceed ahead, can we take log on both the sides or no?
sir greater than or equal to 0. So minus 4 cannot be done, right?
No. Okay, greater than or equal to 0 is what we have seen over here. Okay,
Yeah.
like after that, you are solving it like a regular inequality. Okay,
Mm.
so this is the condition we have used, and then when we are solving it like an inequality, then this is altogether, it is actually possible. But now we
Okay.
have to just look from this perspective that what are the values of y for which this is possible. Okay, let's go to Desmos. This is a typical question which should not be done manually. Okay, there are many questions which are not possible manually. 1 minus 2x minus 2x if we look in the Desmos, we can see that which x value, like which is the last x value. You can see the horizontal asymptote for this. Okay, horizontal asymptote will be how much? Can we find it from here or no? Let us go to some higher value. Okay, at some higher value, this has passed beyond -2. -2 means still not possible. Okay, let's do one thing. Since we are short of time right now, I'm leaving it over here. Okay, horizontal asymptote. Horizontal asymptote, we need to just check once again. Okay, because this part I will tell you once again. So till here, whatever we have done, just make sure that you are clear with the process of finding inverse. How to find the domain of this, we will continue with this in the next lecture. Okay, if anyone is curious, you can definitely explore on your end and you can try to get the y value from here. Okay, but I'm just trying to figure it out that whether we should do it like this or we should put this thing in the solver. Okay, because you guys have that calculator access, so I prefer to put it in solver because by graph it is not visible. From the graph, we just, when we go up, it was like it was going beyond -3. So I cannot assure that it will not go beyond -3. It can even go to -4 or more value, higher value.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, fine. We'll continue tomorrow physics, and then day after tomorrow's whether math class will be there day after tomorrow or Thursday, we'll see.
That's it.